Envision a realm where your words are few, yet carry profound meaning. In moments where deliberate expressions can reveal the profound yearnings of another, leaving a lasting impression that lingers well beyond the exchange. This transcends superficial tactics or deceitful strategies. It involves a deep comprehension of human nature, recognizing the subtle cues that genuinely spark connection. Prepare to uncover the 7 inquiries that elevate mundane exchanges into remarkable moments, ensuring you become the man who lingers in her thoughts. Welcome to a space where we delve into the essence of connection, attraction, and the true embodiment of masculine presence. Today, we shall explore a subject that many struggle to grasp: how to forge a meaningful connection with a woman that goes beyond trivial conversation and shallow flattery. It is evident that many individuals tend to speak excessively. They exert great effort to captivate others with intricate tales, extensive lists of achievements, or even contrived charisma. They hold the view that an abundance of words signifies greater engagement. Yet the reality is that those who linger in the minds of others, especially during the quiet hours of the night, are frequently those who speak sparingly. Yet when they do speak, their words resonate profoundly, reaching into the depths of her being and stirring an unarticulated essence within her soul. This is not a matter of charm, finesse, or engaging in manipulation. This focuses on the skill of posing inquiries that evoke authentic interest, all while maintaining a composed and measured approach, avoiding any overtly suggestive expressions. We are discussing inquiries that seamlessly penetrate her defenses, those safeguards she establishes, and connect directly with the aspect of her that yearns for genuine emotional, sensual, and intimate experiences. Consider it from this perspective. A playboy, embodying the essence of composed philosophy, isn't a loud, boastful character. He remains composed, attentive, and prioritizes listening over speaking. He recognizes the deep strength found within tension, emotional, sensual, psychological tension. He requires no flood of praise to demonstrate his interest. One carefully crafted inquiry, a single phrase that stirs her thoughts about the essence of being sought after by a man of his caliber. If this vision speaks to you, if you seek to harness a strength that alters the way women perceive your presence, even prior to any physical interaction, then you have arrived at the right destination. Appreciate this video, share it with a companion, and leave your thoughts below to ensure this important understanding remains within reach. Your actions extend beyond personal growth. They empower others to liberate themselves from the relentless pursuit of validation and to experience the essence of authentic masculine presence. Let us commence. 1. In a fleeting moment of liberation, how would you choose to engage with my presence? This inquiry resembles a stain of red wine on a pristine white shirt. It captures attention immediately and forms a captivating chaos in the most favorable manner. It seeks to break the usual flow of conversation, encouraging her to step into a moment of unrestrained imagination, with you as the focal point of that vision. Allow me to share a brief narrative regarding this matter. In a lively bar, I observed a man pose this question. The woman he was conversing with had offered measured, courteous responses throughout the evening. Upon his inquiry, her eyes brightened, a playful smile graced her lips, and for a fleeting moment, the atmosphere surrounding them transformed. She leaned in, shared a light-hearted secret, and the bond was unmistakable. This is not a mere flirtation. It is a call to engage, a test of her creativity. It is designed to circumvent her rational barriers, stirring the instinctual urges that frequently lie dormant beneath her courteous facade. Many individuals, driven by apprehension or discomfort, tend to either tread cautiously in their dialogues or rush in with excessive fervor, which can often be perceived as a sign of desperation. Yet the individual who poses this inquiry with serene, playful assurance, as though he is already aware of her inclinations but remains unhurried, leaves a lasting impact. The essence of this inquiry reveals itself in the profound dichotomy it showcases. At first glance, it appears straightforward, perhaps even naive. Yet as soon as it arrives, her thoughts begin to construct the narrative. In a fleeting moment, liberation resides alongside you. It conveys a sense of allure while maintaining a level of decorum. It allows for a range of responses, whether she chooses to engage playfully, with seriousness, or perhaps with a hint of coyness, all contingent upon her comfort and emotional state. If she possesses the courage, she may respond in kind, reflecting your spirit. If she feels a spark of curiosity yet hesitates, she may respond with a nervous laugh and attempt to divert the conversation. Should she possess genuine curiosity yet feel uncertain, she may redirect the conversation or sidestep the inquiry altogether. This is the moment to pause, hold your gaze steady, and let the silent energy resonate in the space that separates you. You're allowing her the space to find her own response. One does not insist upon action. You are encouraging her mind to venture into realms it seldom has the freedom to traverse. And once her mind ventures into that realm, the allure becomes profoundly intrinsic. She starts to sense a quiet stirring within her being, not due to your physical proximity or the way you leaned in, but because you allowed her the mental space to envision something she typically guards, something spontaneous, raw, and profoundly intimate. The essence of its strength lies in how you convey it. Your inquiry lacks the tone of someone seeking a mere indulgence in desire. You inquire with a demeanor that is entirely composed, firmly rooted, and quietly entertained by her predictable response. Your essence ought to convey a message. I find myself pondering the depths that often go unnoticed. Reveal your intentions, if you possess the courage. This is how you transform her experience from a mere conversation into a significant emotional memory. She may not recall the drink she chose or the melodies that filled the air, yet this question will linger in her mind, accompanied by the captivating warmth it ignited within her. Even if she never provided a complete response, at times her reply may come wrapped in humor. She might jest with a chuckle that she'd send you into the path of oncoming cars. You offer a calm, measured smile, one that reflects understanding and acceptance. That indeed reveals much about your approach to courtship. You respond with a calm and composed tone, conveying that you remain unshaken. You find amusement in her spirited defenses, and in turn she begins to find satisfaction in the gradual act of lowering them. This is neither a trial nor a deception. It is but a flicker. When a woman perceives your presence as a source of emotional liberation, infused with a hint of courage and an element of delightful surprise, she ceases to view you as just another man seeking approval. You transform into the individual who gently guides her beyond the confines of her meticulously crafted narrative. When she has faith in her own judgment to respond with sincerity, even if only partially, you will notice it reflected in her body language. A deeper breath, a gentler gaze, a slight adjustment in her stance. Her world has shifted subtly, for in that fleeting moment, you stirred within her a sensation she seldom experiences. Yearning without insistence, allure without coercion, and enjoyment without guilt. Such is the remarkable strength of a solitary inquiry, posed by an individual who possesses a clear understanding of his purpose. What do you believe would transpire between us if there were no observers present? This inquiry unfolds gradually, like a fuse igniting over time. It does not compel longing. It stirs within her own consciousness. And that is exactly what renders it profoundly powerful. It gently encourages her to envision something that remains unspoken, waiting to be revealed. You are not projecting an illusion onto her. You're inviting her to create one for herself, with you steadfastly at its intriguing core. This is not a mere attempt at flirtation, nor does it lack refinement when expressed with intention. When you speak these words with composure, embodying the steady resolve of one who fears not the quiet, You provide her the mental space to envision an entire scene within her mind. And here lies the essential aspect. She takes command of that scene. She establishes the essence, the feeling, the entire environment, and above all, she delineates your place within it. This is the essence of its compelling allure. When she envisions your essence, your commanding presence, your touch, your voice, engaging in something that only the two of you would ever comprehend, she is not simply responding to you. In a deep and meaningful way, she is shaping your essence within her thoughts. In this process, she starts to cultivate a profound connection with the idealized version of you that exists within her imagination. This transcends simple allure. It represents a method of engraving one's essence. However, here's what truly distinguishes the amateurs from those who genuinely embody a resilient mindset. Your delivery should be firmly rooted in reality. No anxious smile, no forward inclination, no longing, desperate gaze. You express it deliberately, in a calm and steady voice, as if it is not a confrontation but rather an intriguing thought that has effortlessly emerged from your mind. What actions would I take in your presence if there were no observers around? And then you remain completely silent. Allow the inquiry to linger in the silence. Allow it to remain. Embrace the discomfort. Permit her to change her position, to evade your sight, or to meet your gaze with unwavering intensity. To occupy herself with her hair or her glass. All of these subtle reactions reflect her inner strength, grappling with the weight of the situation. And this is exactly where your strength lies. In the quietude. For if she responds, the exact nature of her reply holds little significance. It is not the words she utters that hold significance. It is a truth that cannot be overlooked. She accompanied you there. She summoned her most profound creativity to draw you into a moment where she reveals her vulnerabilities, embraces playfulness, flirts with abandon, or lays bare her true self. That response, regardless of its nature, reveals all you need to understand about her inner state. And if she remains silent, that unexpectedly can hold even greater strength. The strain deepens, becoming more palpable between you. Her thoughts will revisit the question long after your dialogue has concluded. You have sown a seed, a notion that endures beyond the fleeting moments of distraction. It intensifies. It resonates. It echoes in her moments of stillness, in her moment of solitude, in her resting place, within the profound depths of her thoughts. This arises from the absence of guidance on her emotions. She was called to discern what you embody when the familiar constraints are removed. And that, my friends, is one of the most admirable realms a man can cultivate. You are not the individual who forces action. You are not one who seeks approval. You are the individual who cultivates an absence of emotional turmoil. A scenario in which her aspirations flourish and develop as you embody the strength to allow her to envision them on her own terms. And this inquiry, it demonstrates your confidence in the natural order, choosing not to impose your will upon it. That is genuine strength. Such occurrences are uncommon. When she provides her answer or even offers a silent response, maintain your composure and refrain from an exaggerated reaction. You acknowledge with a quiet nod, embracing the present, letting her perceive that you understood the depths that lay hidden beneath the exterior. That moment becomes one of the most profoundly felt experiences she has encountered in a considerable time. And yet, no one reached out to another. No direct statements were made. It was all profoundly experienced, because the genuinely captivating individual does not seek to impress. He sows a solitary idea and allows her mind to cultivate it into something beautiful. 3. Which part of your body reacts first when you experience arousal? This inquiry is certainly audacious. It is straightforward. It exudes a tangible, charged intensity. When you express it with steadfast composure, without haste, devoid of any hint of arrogance, and with complete tranquility, it transforms into one of the most compelling phrases you can convey to a woman. What is the reason behind this? It accomplishes what mere light-hearted exchanges can never attain. It compels her to connect with her own being, independent of any external touch. Contemplate the deep significance of that. With a calm and steady demeanor, you are subtly redirecting her focus from the ceaseless flow of chatter, complex concepts, and outside disturbances. You are encouraging her to turn her attention inward and reflect on her emotions. Remain unaffected by emotions, not through the lens of intellect, yet profoundly, in a tangible sense, with a deep sense of awareness, and in solitude. Your words do not directly address the subject of intimacy. You're not inquiring about her desires in intimacy. You are encouraging her to observe the subtle and profound ways her body instinctively reacts. It marks the initial stirrings of longing. This is where the profound strength of this inquiry reveals itself. Many women have, quite simply, never encountered this question before. They have experienced the admiration of their physical forms, possibly facing objectification, and perhaps even becoming the focus of intense fascination. Yet, only a handful of individuals truly confront their inner physical reactions. That, my friends, is where her genuine essence resides. This question resonates on a profoundly personal level, evoking a sense of intimacy that is hard to ignore. When you ask this question, her response will not come swiftly. A moment of stillness shall ensue. She may avert her gaze for a brief moment, a subtle smile gracing her lips, or she may present you with a light-hearted response that tests your composure, or respond with a calm, measured chuckle. This is entirely as it should be. She finds herself in a compelling balance between sincere inquiry and a quiet, exhilarating awareness of vulnerability. That is exactly what you should strive for. To refrain from imposing any expectations upon her, yet to stir a facet of her being that she seldom reflects upon, much less expresses. And, as ever, the manner in which you pose this question holds great significance. Your tone should be calm, measured, and unhurried, as though you are merely asking about her choice of wine flavor. Your pursuit is not aimed at eliciting an overtly sensual reaction. You are granting her the agency to determine whether she has faith in the present enough to genuinely connect with you in that delicate yet exhilarating realm. If she decides to respond, regardless of her words, I feel the tension in my neck, the quickening of my breath, the tightening of my thighs, and the racing of my pulse. Maintain a composed demeanor, avoiding any displays of overt enthusiasm or affirmation. Preserve your inner tranquility. Respond with a measured nod, giving her words the space to resonate within you. Perhaps even echo it softly, in a gentle, subdued tone. Your neck is a part of your being that deserves attention and care. Fascinating. The essence you convey will resonate more profoundly than any spoken response. What occurs next is understated, yet profoundly life-altering. She starts to acknowledge her own sensations with a calm awareness, not due to any specific action on your part, but because you skillfully led her to a deeper understanding of herself. This newfound awareness becomes an integral part of your being, your essence, your unwavering gaze, your deep mastery. In those moments of solitude, as she becomes aware of that particular aspect of herself, your inquiry will resonate within her thoughts, a persistent reminder of the nature of her experience. A formidable connection has now been established, a cycle of physical recollection. Her feelings for you run deeper than mere affection. She finds value in your conversation. Her entire being has started to connect your presence with a distinct kind of physical response. Indeed, that stands as one of the most formidable expressions of longing a person can inspire. You refrained from any contact with her, You failed to offer her a straightforward acknowledgement of her worth. Your inquiry touches upon a matter that many individuals often overlook, either due to discomfort, a lack of maturity, or a hurried mindset. And you embraced the moment with a calmness that reflects an understanding of the profound strength of feminine energy. Instead, one who embraces and comprehends it deeply. This is the essence of what true masters of self-control understand. It is not concerned with seeking instant responses. It involves engaging profound feelings and permitting them to emerge gradually, organically, and without any compulsion. When you pose this question, you are not simply generating conflict. You are shaping a formidable catalyst. By maintaining your composure and staying rooted, you create an environment where she can genuinely express herself. In doing so, she will naturally develop a desire for your company, even if she cannot articulate the reasons behind it, because the aspect of her that reacts initially has been captivated by your steadfast and resolute presence. 4. What is the singular quality that consistently captivates you in men? This inquiry serves as a finely tuned tool, crafted to penetrate the facade of shallow actions and reach straight into the core, revealing the most enduring and steadfast patterns within her mind. Every woman, whether she is aware of it or not, carries within her a distinct pattern, a recurring emotional imprint, or a particular quality in men that she is irresistibly, yet unconsciously attracted to. When you approach her about this, with composure and clarity, you are inviting her to disclose her own intrinsic aspirations. Your inquiry transcends mere curiosity about her general preferences. You are encouraging her to express a reality that many individuals are often too intimidated or too consumed by their own self-importance to truly comprehend. She may take a moment to reflect. Her first reply is likely to be a carefully crafted and socially acceptable response. Assurance, wit, and levity, perhaps a sense of purpose. Yet, should you choose to maintain your silence in that moment, holding her gaze for just a heartbeat longer, accompanied by a subtle, understanding inclination of your head, then, in a gentle, measured voice, inquire, "Really?" The initial thought that arises is this: prepare to observe the transformation. A faint smile may grace her lips, or perhaps a subtle expression of amusement. Her gaze may wander briefly before finding its way back to yours, or they may find resilience through self-reflection. That is when the true understanding starts to emerge. This inquiry transcends mere logic or systematic enumeration. It reflects a profound, frequently unacknowledged desire. Perhaps she is attracted to men who embrace patience and allow things to unfold in their own time. Perhaps it is the profound strength found in a man's stillness. It may be that some individuals possess an innate ability to guide a situation with minimal words, embodying a quiet strength that speaks volumes. Whatever that elusive quality may be, when she finally articulates it, she is not merely referring to other men. She is, in a deeply reflective manner, articulating what she longs to experience once more, what she seeks to cultivate within her being. And that, my companion, is where your genuine strength resides. This question is not posed with the intent of adopting the persona of that individual. Your inquiry arises from the understanding that as she contemplates and expresses this pattern, her mind will naturally start to associate that pattern with you, particularly if you are already reflecting elements of what she articulates. Should you find yourself anchored, should you carry a serene assurance, when you are truly engaged and at ease, her allure will develop with remarkable swiftness. It is an inevitable and unyielding process, unfolding beyond our awareness. The profundity of this inquiry lies in its capacity to compel her to reflect on her emotional past. She starts to reflect on the emotions that type of man evoked within her. Her body retains the echoes of the past. Her breathing may shift imperceptibly. Her expression may shift, either softening or becoming more intense and focused. Yet regardless of the circumstances, she has moved beyond a state of indifference. She is fully immersed in her emotions. It is essential to recognize that your focus should not be on aligning with her response or seeking her validation. You maintain your composure, unwavering in your resolve. You are permitting her to experience the inherent tension that lies between her aspirations and your undeniable, formidable presence. At times, the most compelling action a man can take is to listen attentively, remaining true to himself without the need to conform or alter his nature. Simply await her response. Allow it to settle. Allow her to sense your calmness, your composure in the face of any challenge. The individual who remains true to himself without the desire to conform to another's expectations often becomes the very essence of what is sought after. This inquiry gently paves the way for a profoundly impactful continuation, expressed with unwavering composure. Do you believe that such a man perceives you in a similar manner? One approaches it with humility and respect, not with arrogance or defiance. You inquire with deep tranquility, as if reflecting her essence back to her. In an instant, the yearning she has articulated transforms from a broad craving into a profound self-reflection. She starts to reflect not only on her desires, but also on her true worthiness to embody the qualities she has just expressed. That is when emotional tension ascends to a profound degree. That is when you transcend the role of a mere conversation partner. You embody the essence of her innermost, most protected longings. And that, above all else, is what endures within her long after the words have dissipated. What aspects of your true self might catch me off guard? This inquiry accomplishes what many individuals seldom endeavor to pursue. It invites a woman to uncover her authentic essence, to disclose the unrefined reality of her existence, rather than the meticulously crafted facade she shows to others. When you ask this question, you are not inquiring about her interests, her occupation, or her pastimes. You seek to uncover what is concealed beneath the facade, the aspect of her that few are fortunate enough to behold. And that, indeed, is what fosters genuine allure. Not a fleeting connection, but the profound, almost instinctual excitement of truly being understood. When a man embodies the strength and clarity to transcend trivial conversation and encourages her to reveal her true essence, a deep and transformative energy awakens within her. She engages with the question on a deeper level, beyond mere intellectual response. She senses it profoundly within her essence. Her body frequently reacts before her mind has the chance to formulate a response. You are presenting her with an uncommon treasure, a rarity that few women encounter. The chance to release the narrative, to let go of the burdens of expectation, and to exist in the moment. And that, my companions, is where genuine longing dwells. It is not solely in the tangible achievements or the surface-level realities, but rather in the profound transformation of emotions that arises when one navigates the comfort of familiarity and the thrilling unpredictability of what lies ahead. Reflect on Maria, a remarkably accomplished architect, who consistently maintained a refined and professional exterior. Many individuals she encountered concentrated on her professional journey or her accomplishments. When a man inquired of her, "If I were to truly know you, what would astonish me the most?" Her shoulders settled into a state of calm. She admitted with a modest smile that she devoted her weekends to skydiving and writing poetry, two pursuits she kept separate from her professional existence. In that moment, the bond strengthened profoundly as he perceived not just the architect, but the daring poet within. The manner in which you pose this inquiry holds great significance. One does not often see you smile. You maintain your composure without nervous laughter. Your demeanor remains composed and unwavering. You regard her with a calm understanding, as if you innately grasp the truth, allowing her the dignity and freedom to express it in her own words. The steadfast calmness is exactly what enhances the depth of the inquiry. Your curiosity transcends the ordinary. You are guiding the emotional energy of the interaction with a calm and resolute presence. She may take a moment to reflect. She may incline her head in contemplation. She may first provide a light-hearted and secure response. That is entirely acceptable. Yet the essence lies here. Take your time before replying. Embrace the stillness that follows her response, letting it grow and resonate within you. Hold your gaze firmly and unwaveringly. In that stillness, that fleeting instance of delicate vulnerability, her thoughts start to surge with intensity. She begins to reflect on what qualities she possesses that might be overlooked by others. When a woman starts to contemplate what you are sensing, what unspoken layers you are uncovering, you have effectively penetrated her thoughts. That is the highest aim. Not to showcase your intellect, but to cultivate a meaningful environment where she can reveal a part of herself that resonates deeply, that feels raw, genuine, and untouched by the trivialities of daily existence. This is the manner in which authentic tension is cultivated. Not through forceful demands or cunning tactics, but through a quiet understanding, elegantly offered by a man who knows that true connection doesn't require raised voices to resonate profoundly. Would you prefer to be comprehended or consumed? This inquiry serves as a reflection, not a trivial pastime or a shallow exchange. It offers a clear glimpse into the essence of her most profound and instinctual romantic struggle. Every individual of profound insight recognizes this essential reality. Many women harbor within themselves two potent, frequently opposing desires. The desire to be deeply understood, valued, and secure, while at the same time yearning to be embraced, inspired, and wholly captivated by a partner who remains grounded and whole throughout the experience. A person who embodies steadfastness and primal strength simultaneously. This question subtly yet profoundly brings that intrinsic tension to the forefront, akin to a solitary candle flickering softly in a dim, intimate space. It permits both aspects of her, the profoundly emotional and the intensely sensual, to emerge and then challenges her to deliberately select which she yearns for more in that moment. Reflect on the tale of Sarah, a woman who consistently received accolades for her intellect and compassion. Men persistently sought to comprehend her essence. As a man gazed into her eyes and, with a composed and resonant voice, posed the question, she noticeably tensed. Then, a calm, measured smile gradually emerged on her face. Consumed, she murmured, her voice a mere whisper, yet her gaze radiated a fervor he had not encountered previously. It was an enlightening moment for both of them. The manner in which you pose this inquiry alters the entire landscape. One does not pose the question with a hint of mockery or an expression that implies wrongdoing. You inquire with complete composure, maintaining unwavering eye contact, using a voice that seeks no validation and a tone that remains consistently calm. You present it with a calmness that reflects a deep-seated assurance, untroubled by the outcome, because you possess a profound comprehension and acceptance of the dual nature of feminine longing. When you pose a question to a woman about whether she prefers to be understood or devoured, you present her with a choice that transcends mere inquiry. You present her with a significant decision: the comfort of deep emotional connection versus the enticing, perilous draw of surrendering to desire. And whichever path she selects reveals exactly how she wishes to be guided by a man in that particular moment. If she acknowledges your words, remain steadfast. Avoid the temptation to present yourself as excessively wise or contemplative. Gently acknowledge with a measured nod. That is entirely reasonable, one might observe. Many individuals fail to invest the effort to genuinely perceive the unspoken truths. Now she understands that you are a steadfast refuge, that you genuinely comprehend her situation. She senses a safe space with you, allowing her to reveal her true self slowly, free from apprehension. When she uses the word devoured, your smile shifts ever so slightly. Merely a suggestion, a subtle adjustment in the edges of your lips. Good answer, you say, embracing the stillness, permitting her words to linger in the space that separates you. Many choose to conceal the truth. Now she understands that you stand firm in the face of her intensity, that she can unleash her full fire and you will remain steadfast. She embraces the opportunity to express her true, unrestrained nature. Yet, the true essence often reveals itself in moments of stillness, when she finds herself unable to choose a single path. When she inquires, with a touch of yearning or playful intent, "May I select both?" At that moment, the atmosphere of the room transforms entirely. In that moment, her gaze becomes gentle, radiating a unique warmth that envelops the surroundings. In that moment, you recline just a bit, meet her gaze, and with a calm, deliberate voice, you say, "Ah, that's where matters become truly intriguing." You have articulated a reality she carries within, yet seldom, if at all, expresses. The unvoiced reality becomes inextricably linked to your essence. Not due to any coercion, but because you demonstrated remarkable emotional insight and the bravery to genuinely seek it out. Not with pride, not with hostility, but with a profound understanding of your own being. This is a straightforward matter. This is profound understanding. A man who addresses a woman's inner conflict transcends mere physical allure, igniting a profound emotional connection. He transforms into something not merely sought after, but profoundly etched in memory. She may not voice this inquiry openly to her companions, yet your name will find its way into her conversation. She will portray you as unique, as an individual who evoked a sense of vulnerability, provoked thought, and yet provided a profound sense of security. And that uncommon, powerful blend, it is fundamental. It is captivating. It holds a captivating allure. This inquiry transcends mere longing. It provides a foundation for self-understanding. It reveals to her that she can present her whole, intricate being to you. The aspect that yearns for recognition and the aspect that craves complete immersion. Engaging in trivial pursuits is unnecessary. Pose a single powerful inquiry and maintain your focus, allowing her heart to reveal its genuine response. 7. Do you believe in intention that transcends words? This inquiry is not intended to provoke a particular response. Rather, it calls for a deep understanding. It directs attention to an underlying presence that is quietly vibrant and resonating between you. A subtle rhythm, a tense environment, a calm strength lies beneath the stillness of the moment, and then it boldly assigns it a name. Your inquiry is not intended to gain her admiration. You present her with a reflection of herself, a straightforward yet profound contemplation. Do you experience this as well? This is the edge that many individuals fail to attain. They engage in conversation. They jest. They strive to eliminate every moment of stillness, yet they fail to recognize the strength found in stillness. They lack the discernment to perceive the subtle shift in a woman's breath when it becomes slightly shallower, when her gaze lingers on theirs for just a moment more, when the silence between utterances starts to simmer with an unexpressed intensity, yet you do. And when you inquire, do you hold faith in intention that transcends language? Your actions go beyond merely assessing her understanding. You are guiding her with calm assurance into a deeper understanding of her emotions and body, a condition in which her thoughts settle, allowing her perceptions to guide her experience, developing a keen awareness of the silent truths. The strength of this question lies in its fundamental truth. Every woman, at some point, has experienced this deep-seated tension. It may occur only a handful of times throughout her existence, And when she feels it again, when she experiences that undeniable pull in your presence, she finds herself at a crossroads, torn between the urge to rationalize the sensation and the compelling desire to yield to its captivating allure. Your decision to pose this specific question grants her the clear opportunity to embrace it fully, to embrace the experience fully. Indeed, she shall. She might respond with a gentle, affirmative nod. She might merely acknowledge with a nod, her gaze unwaveringly fixed upon yours. Or she might choose to remain silent entirely. In its essence, this stands as a formidable response. This specific form of tension does not require resolution or justification. It requires nothing more than to be profoundly experienced. Gradually, in stillness, in each moment, find your center. Observe with unwavering focus. This is the profound experience that unfolds when you are in proximity. Remain undisturbed, remaining silent, and yet all that exists between you resonates with a profound vitality, focused and resilient. Such an experience etches itself into her memory, embracing the essence of permanence. It is not merely your words that hold her attention. It is your steadfast existence, your deep resilience, your remarkable emotional resilience. Many individuals, anxious that discomfort will linger, hastily seek to resolve it. But you, the embodiment of unwavering affection, you do not. You permit it to remain undisturbed, to cultivate a greater understanding, to strengthen. You nourish it solely with your tranquility, your unwavering composure, your deliberate choice to embody a lasting light rather than a momentary flicker. Upon posing this final powerful question, she comes to understand something essential about your character. Your performance is lacking. You are experiencing emotions deeply. You are becoming aware of what often goes unseen, identifying what lies beneath the surface, and allowing her to experience something deeply authentic in a realm frequently overshadowed by trivial distractions. And that, my friend, is the reason she finds herself inclined towards you. Your unique gift lies in your capacity to perceive what others cannot, to articulate the inexpressible, and to evoke in her a sensation so genuine that it rises above the mundane exchange. This inquiry transcends a simple conclusion to a dialogue. It serves as an entrance, a path to profound awareness, to a more profound understanding of the elements, to the profound connection that resonates deeply within her body and mind, enduring long after the lights have faded and the night has drawn to a close. For when you pose the question and embrace the profound stillness that ensues, she will sense it deeply. It will be etched in her memory, and she will come to understand with unwavering clarity that such feelings have never been experienced with another. You have received the guiding principles, not for fleeting allure, not for exploitation, however for genuine and enduring psychological influence. You've discovered how a few carefully crafted, precisely timed inquiries, expressed with steadfast composure, commanding presence, and deep-seated tranquility, can evoke a response far more profound within a woman than any flattery, extended dialogue, or display ever might. This was not a matter of games or deception. This was about deep understanding, about genuinely understanding the moments to express oneself and, more significantly, the times to remain present and welcome the stillness of silence. About posing inquiries that transcend mere amusement and profoundly encourage her creativity to flourish. About embodying a presence so profound that it resonates deeply, allowing one's essence to communicate powerfully without the necessity of words. Let us reflect on these 7 powerful inquiries that individuals of profound affection contemplate, not due to any intrinsic cleverness, but rather because they bear significant psychological burden. Single, in a fleeting moment of liberation, how would you choose to engage with me? 2. What do you believe I would do in your presence if there were no observers around? 3. Which part of your body reacts first when you feel aroused? 4. What is the singular quality that consistently captivates you in men? 5. What aspects of your true self might catch me off guard the most? 6. Would you prefer to be comprehended or consumed? 7. Do you believe in intention that transcends words? Each of these questions transcends the mere pursuit of an answer. It concerns the intentional environment they carefully cultivate, the deep call they embody, and the profound introspection they evoke within her. They elevate you from being merely another acquaintance into a profoundly memorable encounter that resonates deeply within the mind. Because those who consistently forge this kind of unforgettable tension do not merely utter words. They guide. They maintain a presence. They lead the way. They pose inquiries that delve into the depths of understanding, reaching beyond the superficial layers of dialogue. And when you genuinely grasp that, you no longer pursue. One does not engage in frantic persuasion. One does not engage in rivalry with others. You become the individual who seeks the profound inquiries and carries a strong presence in her thoughts long after the evening has passed. If you have journeyed to this point, experiencing a gradual transformation in your perspective, I invite you to share your thoughts below. Leave the term unyielding in the comments section. Inform me of those who genuinely tread this journey of quiet strength, who seek not superficial gains but authentic change. Like this video if you seek more profound, centered, and resilient content like this from Stoic Love. Subscribe if you are dedicated to steadily cultivating a version of yourself that resonates with women profoundly, even before you utter a single word. Share this with a single individual who remains ensnared in his thoughts, yet is prepared to embrace his true self. By supporting the channel, you are contributing to its development in a meaningful way. You are guiding individuals across the globe in finding genuine connections without the need for pretense. How to authentically draw in without relentless pursuit, and how to lead with strength while maintaining one's true self. You are guiding this essential truth to those who are prepared to elevate themselves. If this strikes a chord within you, consider sharing it with another. Embrace our purpose. Disseminate this video and move forward with this potent strength. This transcends the pursuit of being just a participant. It's about embodying a presence that will remain etched in her memory forever. Until we meet again in the next exploration of enduring affection,